The highlights of the trip so far. Hopefully, it's not over. There are still 3 more days that might be the real highlights. But highlights of the trip, and yeah, let's hear those first. So, who'd like to start?
Definitely Seapadan Island and the staying at the hostel. There was pretty interesting people there.
Yeah,
you see that.
All the singing.
And as far as Pambanan, I think probably the Vacation Bible School with the kids has been.
And the waterfall.
Yeah.
Or hiking to the waterfall with all those laughing kids. That was really fun.
But like painting and doing all stuff, honestly, there were times when you're just doing that you think too much and you just get really tired and depressed and frustrated. But then in the evening when you just get to see those kids and work with them and stuff, it kind of lifts your mood and you feel better about everything. And then the week's over and we've gotten actually so much done that it kind of it's painful, but it was worth it. So that's probably the 2 biggest highlights.
Great.
Trip for me anyway.
Yeah, thank you. So the Seapadan Island, the scuba diving.
And just the people in the hostel. It was a different environment. I'd never stayed in a hostel before. So it was pretty neat. So
And the island, the scuba diving, the people at the hostel, and then the kids here, blah blah. Good.
I think in Hong Kong, like going to class with the kids there was really cool, and then like going to the Buddha statue. That was pretty awesome.
that was cool.
Yeah. Oh, the hike down the mountain was awesome too with the cow.
And then the night market.
Oh, the night market. Oh yeah. Haggling.
I got spent so much money.
I'm such a shopper. Learn to haggle. Though. That
Good
was
thing you're gonna be a doctor.
That was
Plenty of money to go shopping.
Who's next?
The host house we stayed at Kota Marudu.
Yeah.
Like, so we got to really bond with that family, and that was really cool. And I like I don't know, that whole stay there, like the little festival on night and everything.
Oh, the dancing festival.
Yeah, like their whole culture was really cool.
So we kind of didn't realize how
They were really friendly.
well that and how much of a big deal it was because when we left, the girls said our husband they were crying and they were just like really sad we were leaving and we didn't. I mean, we knew they enjoyed having us there, but we didn't realize that was such a big deal.
And I'm still realizing that for Whelan and her family, this is not a small matter that we come here.
Well, they made us bracelets and stuff.
Yeah.
They did that 2 years ago, and they keep at it. They really appreciate it.
With our names.
They feel like they're representing their people and their country and in a way that's significant to people who wouldn't know it otherwise. So.
And the girls put so much effort into taking pictures with us, and then they have to spend money to have them developed from their phones because it's a shop that will do that. And they say, "Oh, pick out the pictures you like," and they print them out and bought us like picture frames and put them in it. And I mean, that was an effort.
Oh yeah, Chris bought us food too. He's like, get whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the family stay and the festival and Kota Marudu.
Just that whole, like, all of those people are so friendly. I don't know. I just saw that in general.
And that's one reason why I keep coming back, really. Folks here are very forgiving, they're very open. I did an evangelistic series here, and there are some stupid things that happened. I mean, I tripped and fell on my face on getting on the platform once. And, all the students who did presentations were the best. Nobody made the slightest criticism of anything. And it was just really a neat experience. So, who's next?
So genuine.
Very genuine, that's cool.
I really liked trying all the new types of food and stuff like that.
Octopus.
Yes, I had
Oh yeah, it's a very tiny octopus.
dim sum and all the different Chinese food. and trying the Malaysian food and stuff like that. So that's something I really like to do when I travel. Try all the food in the area.
Food. My daughter would agree with you. Food was one of the things she really liked about Hong Kong. And she loved that dim sum restaurant.
That was amazing. If I ever go back to Hong Kong, I'm going there again. That was really good.
I don't know. I think the Loving Hut was really cool because like we were all kind of bewildered and lost, and these people helped us get. We're really tired with like backpacks and stuff, and like they like gave us food, and then they like tried to help us find transportation and stuff. So.
The restaurant was seriously the size of one of our bedrooms.
Really smaller.
And
Yeah.
it was like filled with tables and chairs. And then you see all of us with like our backpacks and everything.
Really fill up a whole corner. They almost couldn't get into their like fridge.
Yeah. In Hong
They're pretty
Kong.
glad to have you there, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, apparently they were very, very genuine, nice people. Good. So, someone else.
I liked the homestay festival, and then the Mabul Sivadan and Big Buddha
Okay.
hike.
Now, weren't you at one of the homes that wasn't so... Three
Well, the festival.
The festival.
Homestay festival,
Okay.
yeah.
at night with the bamboo orchestra there?
Yeah.
Okay.
The family we stayed with that
They were
one night,
nice.
they were really nice.
Yeah.
We just felt like we were overwhelming them.
Yeah.
But they were really nice. And the father, he was telling us like their family history and how they got to Kotamudu and stuff like that. It was really interesting. So yeah, it was really nice.
I think half of me and Morgan's family was scared of us. and three little girls, and, like, we'd walk downstairs and then like run into their parents' room.
That's true. And I offered one of them a piece. I offered one of the girls. She was watching like a cartoon,
Yeah, they were watching SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. And I was like, "Hey, do you want some gum?" And she looked at me and she like looked away. And in her face, she's like, "No." Then the other girl came in and I was like, "Got some gum?" And she's like,
And she
"Okay."
like very reluctantly.
Yeah, very reluctantly took it. And like I left the pack of gum there, and she just kind of looked at it.
We're scary.
Okay. Got a couple more left to go. Who'd like to be next?
People already said, like, I liked Sipanon and the Buddha statue.
What specifically was cool?
It was huge. Like, the Buddha statue was, like, they said it was really big. Like, when we were reading all about it, it was definitely even way bigger than I thought it was going to be. And what?
Remember you liked the monks too? We were watching them. Or was that Elena?
I don't remember seeing them.
There was a monk in the night market or the day market, I guess, the lady market. He was like walking around asking for alms, or not alms, for coins. That's what love of it.
And in the electronics store, first time we went to landline, there was this woman behind us and she literally like followed us for 5 minutes chanting something over and over.
She was like doing
The
voodoo
same
on
thing.
us.
And we kept losing, like going randomly. She kept following us.
She's like, like repeating over and over.
It was
following
really
us.
scary.
Wow. That was in Shenzhen at the electronic place.
Yeah. That was really creepy.
Okay, Finny, you can use some of the other experiences that others
So
have talked
many.
about. Just some of the more memorable experiences.
Hong Kong, like all of our little excursions on Hong Kong that weren't really planned, like our transporting through different cities and stations and the night markets. And then when we were in China, the second time we went to the electronics warehouse, and then we decided to go find another marketplace and busted out shopping for like 30 minutes, running back through the crowds. Sivadan, Nabul Island, Casey riding a sea turtle. Yeah. especially while we're here, like the kids. I love kids, and it's just so great. And we were hiking up to the waterfall. They were like, it was so awesome seeing them like bounding on all the rocks and not falling, and you see all of us like
They were like frogs.
falling all over the place. And
Well,
they're
did you
just
have your
like,
shoes on?
I did have my shoes on.
Yeah, taking your shoes off helps a lot for that.
Yeah.
No, man, but like if at that age my mom had been there, she would have like flipped out.
They were like so fast.
They were probably what, 5 to 10 maybe?
Yeah.
No, probably younger than 10.
No, yeah. And
The
they're
boys that
so
were with us,
cute.
most of them were pretty young.
Yeah.
It was pretty precarious.
And then teaching the kids how to clean and paint. That was an experience. They loved it.
Yeah,
So fun.
that was a lot of
Well,
fun.
meeting people like.
It was funny seeing like how excited they were just about scrubbing the wall. And then they got to
over
like
the
paint
paintbrushes.
afterwards and they're like even more excited about that.
Yeah, that's neat. What I'm looking for is a piece of paper, like
Pretty sure if
that.
you would have taken us out of school to paint though, that would have been exciting.
Taught them Tagalog.
Well, meeting Optim was pretty neat too. I mean, him as a teacher and getting to talk to him a little bit. It was interesting. The fact that, again, like in high school in the States, we take like maybe 2-3 years of a foreign language, and we get out of it, we really don't know any of it. Like Optim apparently, he like just this year, all the language that he was talking about, he had learned.
It's pretty big.
And he speaks it really well, and that's amazing. And now he's going to Thailand so he can, because he passed his ESLs because he wants to be an English teacher.
Yeah,
That's really awesome. I think that's really cool. And he's from this village too.
yeah.
And that kind of show you that if you really are determined and want something, where you're born and everything, that doesn't really limit you.
It doesn't matter if you're poor, you can still, get somewhere in life.
He's going to Thailand.
Yeah, that's a big deal, especially going from Sabah.
Yeah.
It's true. Where you're born doesn't need to limit where you go in life, but it sure helps to have a hand along the way. In this trip, we gained a lot of perspective. We saw a ton of stuff, and I think there's a lot that's still sinking in. We saw some people in poverty, saw some people that were pretty rich, and we saw a lot of people in between. This trip made me think about, how your position in life, how that affects you. And I was thinking, there's a lot of people that are poor and they're really happy. There's a lot of people that are rich and really happy. There's a lot of poor and rich people that are really sad too. And I think it depends a lot more on something else besides wealth or poverty as to what makes you happy in life. You can say a lot of things, but I think in the end, it really all comes down to character. Poor people can be really rich in character, rich people can be really poor in character, and vice versa, of course. The point is, God said that we're going to be judged by our hearts, and I think that the things that we do are a really good indication of where our hearts are. Now, doing good won't save your soul, but I think it's a pretty good indication of where your heart is, and if nothing else, it's at least pointing you in the right direction. Doing good isn't a premise for salvation, it's a reaction to Jesus. And when you experience His love, love becomes contagious and it spreads because you're tapped into it. And you can't help but spread and share the love with other people and help your fellow man. In the Bible, Jesus tells us that we need to help the poor. And man, on this trip we saw a lot of people that could have used help. If you think about it, there's so many people around the world that need help. But, you can't expect to change the world. What you can expect is to change someone's world, right? And that makes the world a difference. Everyone can make the world better by helping one person at a time. So I guess if there's one thing I took away from the trip, is that it's important to be involved in your community. And I want to challenge you to be involved in your own community. Get involved in Bamagan's community even. Dr. Allen has plenty of ideas, I'm sure, of how you can do that. But it's important not to just talk about making a difference or throw money at foundations that make differences, whether you see them making the difference or not. I think
You have to be the difference.